Lately, I've been thinking a lot about concepts. Concepts are not actually real things, they're just ideas. They have these blurry boundaries that we pretend are solid, and we use them to navigate our lives like they actually mean something permanent. For example, the concept of self. Am I the same self I was when I was a child? My cells are certainly different. I've eaten hundreds of meals that have turned into new cells, and those old cells are gone. So is my body the same body that it once was? My relationships have changed. My jobs have changed. My personality has changed. There's nothing about the self concept that is solid, that is permanent, that is real. Even the way other people view me, they don't see me the same way I see myself. Certain people know the me that exists in certain contexts and certain situations, and other people know a different me. My family knows a me. My colleagues know another me. Is there actually a me that is solid? There isn't. It's an ephemeral, constantly changing non-thing. But it's not just the self-concept, it's all concepts. Take a concept like regret. The types of things I regret are going to be different than the types of things you regret. Our past informs the types of things we regret. Our personality informs the types of things we regret. Our definition of what regret is informs our concept of regret. When we start to think about how blurry the boundaries are between something like regret and shame and guilt, they overlap significantly, but the overlap merges. Concepts are not solid, they're not permanent, they're just ideas that we use to communicate with each other, useful ideas to communicate, but ultimately not real. They're not anything, really. If there was no thought, there would be no concept. If I'm in the present and I'm not thinking about the past or the future, and I don't reference the past or the future, there is no regret. There is no concept. Seeing through the non-boundaries of concepts can be really weird at first. It can feel like nothing's real, or everything's empty, or there's no way to communicate what's truly going on inside each of us. But in time, you get used to it. Concepts are useful tools. They're fun to play with. You can actually mold them and change them a lot more than you previously knew. And you stop relying on them to create your reality. Sure, you can use them to communicate, but you don't buy into them as much as you once did.